Hey guys, welcome back to another 2024 election prediction. It's been a while since I've done my last one. Today I have Caitlyn Jenner and Josh Hawley on the Republican ticket against former North Carolina Senator John Edwards and current Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar. Now, I think this will be an interesting race. Caitlyn Jenner is more socially progressive than most Republicans, and I think that could help her with Democrats who are more fiscally conservative but staunchly socially liberal, which is why they typically vote for Democrats. Of course, she'll have this clash with John Edwards, who had a controversial exit from politics after his 2008, his ill-fated 2008 presidential campaign. Now, as for safe states, this one's pretty hard. I'm going to say that the Mormon Belt stays safe for the GOP largely because of fiscal conservatism. They may not be crazy about a transgender nominee, but of course John Edwards is also disgraced. That would come up. As for safe states for the Democrats, probably most of the eastern seaboard here. New York. Alright, so I'm going to put Nebraska at large, D1, D3 as safe. So looking at the West Coast, I'm going to put Washington and Oregon as likely Democrat, as well as, believe it or not, California. I think that this will be a contested race. I think that Caitlyn Jenner will put resources into here as a resident of California. She's possibly planning to run against incumbent Governor Gavin Newsom if he is recalled, which as of right now is altogether a possibility. So I think that resources in these states will be there will be GOP resources in these states, more so than usual, but I think that ultimately they will go to the Edwards-Klobuchar ticket. As for Colorado, far more socially progressive. I think it's also in the likely column. As would be Virginia. I think that his sketchy past could make these states slightly more competitive. As for the Rust Belt states here, I'm going to put all three states as lean for Jenner and Hawley. Minnesota I'll be putting as tilt Republican. Yes, I believe that these four states will be won due to John Edwards' aforementioned past. Ohio may even be safe for the GOP, as will Iowa. These states are trending red, and I think the Democrats will give up on them eventually. I think that Missouri can be carried by a likely margin. It's a little... Actually, no, I think I'm going to put it as... safe. Josh Hawley is disliked here, but I don't see Edwards and Klobuchar really doing much because of that. I think Edwards' former state of North Carolina will be put in the tilt Dem column. Having a resident may put him slightly over the edge. Illinois, I keep forgetting, will be safe blue, as will Hawaii. I think Alaska will be likely still floating around that 10-point margin. I think New Mexico will be tilt blue. It'll be more competitive than it's been these past few elections. I think New Hampshire will also be tilt blue. White working class voters. Maine 2nd Congressional District, I apologize for that, will, I think, be likely red. Trump won over this base. Caitlyn Jenner may get his endorsement. I think Indiana could be safe. I think Nevada will be tilt Dem, as it usually is. I think that the GOP can take Arizona back by a lean margin, as with Georgia. Texas, I think, will be a likely margin. The GOP will do better without Trump on the ballot. I think Florida will go to the Caitlyn Jenner, Josh Hawley ticket with a likely margin. South Carolina safe, and that's about it. Am I missing anything here? Oh, and Nebraska 2nd District is Tilt Edwards, and that's it. So Caitlyn Jenner becomes president, Josh Hawley becomes vice president. I think John Edwards will lose due to, in part, his controversial past. I think Caitlyn Jenner, transgenderism in this country is far more accepted, and I think that she will win. She'll win over traditionally Democratic voters who will vote for her due to fiscal conservatism. And that's it.